All right, good evening here, race fans. We're here live tonight, Richmond style short track racing. At least that's what I like to call it. I know it's a mile track. A lot of people say, no, it's not short. I say it's short. We got this Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight with the Truck Series. And these guys are going to put on a good show for us. We got qualifying underway. Let me hear who you got your favorite driver out there, who you rooting for, who you pulling for. Who puts this thing on pole here tonight, though? Good track. Can be tricky, though. Want to stay on your toes here tonight. Richmond style. Looking for a good league, man. Check these guys out, too. Truck Series here tonight, though. Admin Box on board with us here is one of the sponsors. Sim Racing Graphics. Spartan Sim Racing Graphics, that is. Looks like old Dallas Pateska. Hope I said it right. Alleman right there behind him. Top two right now. Who else is going to be? Look at that. Even got the gray sky here tonight because it's been kind of raining a lot here. I'm in North Carolina. We're not flooded yet. We're just getting there. Just a little bit. Looks like qualifying's come to a close. Get set here. We're going racing tonight. Got a little warm up. Let's watch the sights and sounds of these machines as we getting tuned here. Ought to be good. All right, guys are getting set here. A little warming up. All right, still a little bit of warm up here. Time to get your refreshments. Everything, man, locked up. Ready to go. All right, let's grid them up. Here we go. Look at this field. Good looking field here tonight. Spartan Sim Racing League here. Whew. I'll tell you what, I'm getting excited. All right, here we go. We're gonna grid these. Always getting these boys gridded up here. Get going here tonight. Richmond. Now, Richmond's a tricky track. You can get here and kind of, you can get loose, but you can get tight. It'll be interesting to see how these guys go about this track here. Fun track, though. Tires, pit stops can play a factor. We'll just have to see. Holloman out front right there 1 second, but you got Tasca. I say Pataska till I hear different. If anybody out there knows. I should say Dallas Pat. Paced cars in. Green flag's about to fly. Here we go. We're going racing. Green flag racing tonight here with the Sim Racing, Spartan Sim Racing League here. Coming around complete lap one, man. Dallas going to be putting it out front here. Holloman's going to fall back in second. Stevens out there in third. You got Westwood. He's hanging on there in the fourth. Ethel back here, side by side. And they'll stay side by side for a little bit. Oh, side by, they're back there beating and banging on each other. It's like Todd Parent. He got a little bit sideways squirrely. That young money truck. Actually, it wasn't Todd. It was the one in front of him up there, 24, like 24, 44. 24 machine. Staples. It's just a little bit wiggly. I mean, this is a short track. You're going to beat and bang a little bit. Got that rat frink. Nice. Good side-by-side dueling. Outside lane probably is the place you want to be for right now. Kind of see the truck getting a little bit sideways. Yeah, he looks a little loose coming off. It means he might be trying to drive it off the turn just a little bit too hard. Kieran right there behind him, or up underneath him right now. He looks good in his green SSR machine. Remember, you got your Spartan Sim Racing graphics here. Spartan Sim Racing League. This is a battle back here around 13th place spot, by the way, because our leader, he's got a big lead. Moving. You can actually see it way up there. You see him going into the turn. Watching this battle here. Riding along here with Kieran. Mayor, your favorite driver is? Who you out there rooting for? That's a good looking truck. They get that settled out. They go single file. Meanwhile, your leader out front got a 1.3 second lead over Holloman. Got it right now on lockdown. Holloman right there behind him in the Bass Pro Shop machine. He's going to try to can't reel him in or fish him in. Meanwhile, Stevens, Westwood, those two, they're going to go nose to tail. That Dallas guy looks like he's a pro. Ow. Stevens got it. Westwood's there. Still a good race. Everybody kind of single filed. You got Rob Yost here with them, Junior. Art Nick along with them. Al, Jamie, Sailors. Well, looks like Evan back here, man, took a ride on the wild side. Let's go back here on the replay. No caution, but let's see what happened. Evan Ethel. Steady wreck. But we'll see. Sometimes, you know, SDK kind of like, eh. Oh, he did. Punches the inside wall. Does a complete 360. 180. Keeps it going. And Jason. Cranky. I said cranky, but I think we talked about this the other week. Crackly. Cracky. Oh, lost it out of turn. That's typical right there. Oh, he almost. Oh, he got it saved, though. The two trucks actually almost putting them in the wall. Still this man up front. All right, right now we got Dallas out front. Dallas Pat. Had to get confirmation on his name, but man, this guy looks like a pro right now out front. Got the lead. He's got about a 2.5 second lead over Holloman, who looks good in that Bass tracking machine. Love it. Love it, love it. Ben Stevens hanging on here to third. We got Kyle Westwood also. He's getting eat up on the back end here. Well, I thought that was actually, well, that is Westwood's actually eating up the back end of Stevens. We'll ride along with him here. Let's go on board. That overcast sky. It kind of looks like what it looks like right now in real life. Especially here right now. NC. Beautiful run. Westwood looking good. Anytime if Stevens makes a little bit of bobble, a little bit of mistake, Westwood's going to jump. And Yost could be there too. Don't count Yost out. I mean, he's close enough that he could get this thing done. We're getting about here, about a quarter out into this one. We'll go by pretty quick. Pit stops maybe start happening. Sellers is along with them. Ow. Art Nick. You got Vincent. Ringer. Robert Beesall. Kodak Machine. Staples. Last couple weeks have been exciting for these guys, by the way. Old Cody Karen back here, he's battling. Who's the man behind him there? Abbott. On the hood of his truck. I don't know if I've got my... Oh, that is nice, man. It's got all the armed forces on there. I wonder if that's him as a young man on the side, if that's somebody he knows. That's a good looking truck. Like that. Paying homage to all the special forces. U.S. Armed Forces, that is. Got to give salute to those guys. Veterans and all out there. Love it. I don't know so much as Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam sometimes kind of a little wishy-washy, but as far as the armed forces go, yeah, I'm all for them. And some bad dudes. Love it. I know this guy's loving it. Dallas Pat out front, leading it. He's got a 3.9 second lead and is just tearing this field apart. Right now, it's his to lose. The Natty. Holloman's trying everything he can to maybe see if he can't close in. Remember, Stevens is right here. The lap truck in between then. Stevens got to modulate around it. That's the 54 machine earlier spun. That's of Jason Cracky. Hope I said it right. Crack. And that's going to separate him and Westwood, because Westwood ain't able to make it around the lap truck yet. Westwood's going to try everything he can. You got Yost here with him. Yost there in fifth. Sellers, another lone veteran here, up in sixth place spot. Sellers is there. You got Howell. Well, that's a big battle going on here around 8th place spot. He's going to go over Art Nick. Actually, Nick's going to take old Howell. Take that spot away, and he's bringing company with him. They're going to just freight train him on the inside. I said earlier that the outside might be a little better, but this inside groove right now, tearing it up. Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight. Who you got as your favorite? Rooting for, pulling for, looking for. So far, so good. Everyone's just saying patient. I say that, and then it get a little slippery. Hold on to it there. Woo! How? Almost slid that thing around. That could have been disastrous. Very disastrous. A solid night of racing here tonight. Richmond, kind of under the lights, a little overcast here for these guys. Here for the Spartan Sim Racing League, presented by Spartan Sim Racing Graphics and the admin box. Go check out the admin box. I know they'd love it. Ratfink. I used to be a drag racing type of team, if I ain't mistaken. Never did any like NASCAR stuff. More towards the drag racing scene. Big battle right here around the 8th place spot. Unfortunately, old Nick, he falls back. Vincent's able to take him. Oh, but then Vincent gets in the wall. That's what happens coming in through that. It's kind of a front stretch, kind of a oval style. This is kind of a oval style track. It's not like a, well, what I say, oval. It's kind of a D shape. Let's say it that way. Not really a front straightaway, kind of an ovalish style, like an egg. You push up the track real easy here. Well, this guy's dominating, 6-second lead. Wow, he just came out here and just put a hurt lock on everybody. I mean, it's like, hello. Oh, wham. I mean, he has just put a clinic. Not quite halfway. Lap 55, we will be. Curious, I think they're going to do one pit stop here tonight. I think one pit stop is all they're looking at. You see Dallas out front with his Holloman there. He's still trucking it. He's got a 1.6 second lead over here to third place man of Stevens, who has about a half second lead over Westwood. And then you got Yost right behind them. Yost is about a second behind Westwood, so everybody's spread out for the top 5. Sellers, top 6 kind of spread out a little bit too. Vincent, he's 2.6 seconds back there from 6th place. Nick, a little bit far off the pace. Robert, Esau. That's one of the closer battles right here. 2/10. Everybody else is half second, second, or way more. Good looking Kodak machine there. Robert Besall Jr. Well, if you're watching out there, appreciate everybody watching. Hit the likes and shares. Thanks for tuning in here. Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight. It looks like Tom Ringer is going to bring her home on pit road. First candidate for pit stops at lap 45 here. My question is, can they go 10 more laps? If they go 10 more laps, then you're looking at halfway home. Pass right now for 8th place. Besall, Nick. Nick falls back to 9th. Howell's way back just a little bit. Cody Kern, about 5 seconds back from the 10th place man. Well, the field is spread out a lot. Evan Ethel, Todd Parent, Jason Cracky. Saying Cracky, but I don't think it's right. What to say, Jason K? Take him not saying his name wrong. How's that? Tom Ringer, though, unfortunately, out of this one. James Staple out of it also. Oh, this man here, though, got a stranglehold. A huge lead, 8 seconds. Huge 8-second lead out front. Wow. Well, iRacing's got a big update coming up here soon. Got some good cars coming, some road racing, some oval racing, a little fix to dirt. A little bit for everybody. If you're new to iRacing, welcome. If you're new to the league, welcome. Get on and get out here and race with these guys. Right now, Dallas Pat right now has got everybody except for 10 trucks a lap down. Jamie Howell would be the only truck, and then he sees the leader in his rear view mirror. The 10th place machine. You look behind him, right there's the leader. Crossing the line. He's coming. Tune up the band. Dan it, dan it, dan it, dan it. Oh. Well, we're halfway home, and this one just about. Pit stops will be coming up. I tell you what, let's step away, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here in a few.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I want to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words, passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community, are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and every single one of our actions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, that makes everything a lot better.
Hi, my name is Mike Irwin. I'm 42 years old. I'm the founder and executive director of Team Red, White, and Blue. Previously, I served 13 years on active duty in the Army as an intelligence officer, and 7 years ago, I transitioned to the Army Reserves, where I still serve as a lieutenant colonel. I founded Team Red, White, and Blue in 2010 when I was a grad student at the University of Michigan. I had just finished up my 3rd deployment to Iraq or Afghanistan, and I missed that sense of camaraderie, but also the responsibility to be physically fit. And that led me to reach out to fellow veterans, and we started getting the ball rolling with what is now Team Red, White, and Blue. When I think about Team RDB, our lens is so similar, and this is why we love Inside Tracker, is because it's really about the holistic picture. IT does a lot of focus on the nutrition, and that's an area where we need to grow, and why we're so excited for the partnership, because we know that nutrition plays a huge role in holistic health, but we don't have enough content right now to educate the veteran population on how they can more effectively eat to drive their holistic health. So much of our focus in the first rung of the ladder for us is fitness and physical activity. It's really the quality of the experience that I've seen firsthand, from the blood draw to downloading the app, to creating the profile, to getting that individualized report, And having that concrete, indisputable, hey, these are the numbers, they are what they are, is so important, you know, to getting yourself to start making improvements in your life, is knowing where you're at. When I think about the life that we lead here on our homestead, family farm, it's very clear to me that there's such a strong connection between how we're striving to live our life and what we do at Team Red, White, and Blue, and what I've learned so much in just the past couple of months about Inside Tracker. To focus on what we put into our bodies, the nutrition, caffeine, alcohol, all those things, they have such a profound impact on our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health. And what we try to do here not only is to know where as much of our food as possible that we eat comes from, but also we're outside and we're in nature and we're moving our bodies. And the priority that I place on that in my own life is something that we're trying to bring more into the conversation with Team Red, White, and Blue, and also through our partnership with Inside Tracker. And so those things are increasingly important to what we do in Team Red, White, and Blue. And oh, by the way, they're things that the data clearly show us the veteran community needs.
All right, we're back here. Pit stops have happened. Guys have been in and out here, and it's cycled back around to that man, Dallas Pat, out front. We only got, right now, it's showing 7 machines, but, well, just went up 6 machines on the lead lap. Westwood would be the last one. You can see the leaders right behind him. Westwood was the last one to actually almost pit here. Clinic is all I can say. Bring up Dallas Pat Clinic. Cincinnati. Alleman, 11 seconds back. Stevens, right there in third. Ringer, up to fourth. Besall, he's hanging on to fifth. Then you see right there Westwood, 6th place man. Tail in, this is the first one a lap down. Rob Yost Jr. in the 83 machine. Art Nick, looking good there in 8th. Chris Vinson, he's hanging on here to 9th place spot. Strong running from him. Jordan Sellers, he's back up here in 10th. Jamie Howell holding on to the 11th. James Staples back at 12th. 13th, you got Jason Crack. Evan Ethel hanging on here to 14th. Todd Parent, 15th place spot. Cody Kern, fortunately falling back here. He's in 16th. Charles Abbott, 17th place. Brings us back here to this man. It looks like Tom Ringer's going to go in pit road. As you see the pass right here, and that puts 5 machines on the lead lap. Wow. Their leader passing a couple trucks here. I mean, he is putting them up, knocking them down. Bam, bam, and bam, bam. Wow. I mean, left and right. That's all I can say about this one. Woo. Cody around in the back. See what happened to him. That's Cody Kern. Seen a couple trucks just do a little loops tonight. No cautions. Yep, out of turn, gonna loop it. And saves it before it hits the wall. What a save. Man, that's a good save. Good job, Cody. Thing was heading to the wall. Could have tore his night up. Unfortunately, the leader's going to put him a lap down. Another lap. Blair Holloman sitting in second. He's 12 seconds back. He's going to need some help. Going to get close here to about 25 to go. Solid race so far, though. I'm enjoying it. Really enjoying it. How many of y'all out there is enjoying the race? Good one so far. Ben Stevens. Looking like a good one also here with Westwood right there. Esau Jr. Rob Yost. So it's anybody's ball game. Oh, he's got the 23. You're going to look up underneath him. That's the leader. Unfortunately for Robert, Esau Jr. had to go a lap down. He'll take a picture of the leader as he goes by. You know, that's some sad stuff when you get old. Kodak's not, I don't think Kodak's around anymore. So that puts 4 machines on the lead lap. I don't think this guy's going to lap the field, but he sure is putting a hurt lock on the field. Alleman's only 13 laps or 13 seconds back. I don't think he'll make up enough time to catch him. There's a possibility that he could catch Westwood here. Westwood's going into turn, yeah. But that would only put 3 machines on the lead lap. And Kyle Westwood would be the lucky dog if something was to happen. Holloman's only 13 seconds back. Stevens about 15 seconds back. So I don't know that he could catch him. He could run out of time. He's not running that much faster. Maybe a tenth and a half quicker. Not a lot. But it's all Dallas Pad out front. Heileman right there with him. Stevens. We're going to get closer to 25 to go. Another lap or so. 25 to go. And what has been a pretty good race. Been just a clinic put on by Dallas Pad out front. Heileman's able to hang on to second. I mean, typical Richmond. Everybody gets spread out. Not a lot you can do. There you go. So far, so good. All Dallas controlling it. Heileman there in second. Stevens the third. Westwood. Seen some good patience at this track here tonight, too. Guys not really overdriving. We've seen a couple guys spin. Luckily, no cautions. Probably should have been caution, but iRacing sometimes. I think the flagman falls asleep. Goes somewhere. Real easy to get loose out of the turns here. As you see, Westwood, he is the first one on the tail end of the lead lap. And he sees the leader coming in. The leader technically could put all but 3 machines a lap down. So you see right there, Westwood trying to hang on. 4 machines on the lead lap. Dallas keeps going like he's going. It's only going to be 3 with 20 to go. He won't have enough time to catch Stevens unless Stevens just makes a huge bobble, or Holloman, unless those 2 guys make a huge mistake. Problem with Westwood, he's stuck behind that lap machine right there. So he's going to have to try to either fight to get around that lap truck, or just going to let the leader go. Now, how much does the leader actually push this? I mean, he don't want to get himself into trouble. Don't want to wreck, obviously. See Westwood, he doesn't want to go a lap down. He wants to stay on the lead lap. He wants to fight as much as he can. Well, he is praying this thing gets over with. Keeping him at bay. There's been a clinic by Dallas Pat. I mean, Westwood's holding his own. I'll give him credit. About 18 to go in this one. Dallas is there. You can actually see Westwood getting a little better run off the turn. Dallas is getting a little better going into the middle. Watch the run off the turn. Westwood's kind of figured something out here. Means he's backing that turn up a little bit. Now Dallas got a pretty good run that time. Closes in. He's there. Just can he make that pass? Does he want to make the pass? That's another thing. I mean, you don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to wreck. I mean, you theoretically could sit here and ride behind Westwood and probably the rest of the way and not lose anything. Or not that much. But not going to. He's going to look to the inside. He's going to try to take him. In the wall, Westwood tries. Oh, he could have bounced off real easily and went right into our leader. Just like that, 3 machines on the lead lap. Dallas Pat, Holloman, Ben Stevens. That's your top 3 lead lap machines here tonight. Coming around with 13 to go here at Richmond. Under the lights. Spartan Sim Racing League here. Man, what a race. Thriller. That's all I got to say about it. A clinic being put on. A clinic. As we got 10 to go. Dallas Pat been out front in this one. Blair Holloman. Ben Stevens. Wow, what a race. Who would have thought that it would have been a showcase of dominance here tonight? With Dallas putting it up front. Holloman right there in second. Stevens. And I would have never thought here at Richmond either that the field would have got this strung out. I would have thought, yeah, maybe. That'd have been a little bit closer than what they were. They've gotten strung out. Westwood. A little further on back. I mean, you can just see right here, they're all spread out a little bit. Yeah, Vincent there. Sellers. Nick. I mean, they're all just kind of spread out throughout the field. Good looking trucks. 7 to go here. And my hat's off to the guys keeping it clean. Could be a tricky style track. A rat fink truck there. Jason Pratt right behind him. Team Watson. Team Watson. Nice. But it's all this man who has put on the clinic tonight. Dallas Pat. Heileman, Stevens. Top 3. Coming around with 5 to go here. This should be a good one. Dallas Pat right now has pretty much almost lapped the field. He's actually right there on Stevens. Wow, he closed the gap on Ben Stevens quick. So does Ben Stevens hang on here with 4 to go? And does Dallas push the envelope? I'm already pushed is the issue here. I mean, you see right there in front of him, that's the 3rd place machine. That would only put 2 trucks on the lead lap here tonight. Wow. You want to talk about a dominating performance. See Stevens getting awful loose. And the one thing, Dallas, would be disastrous if Stevens slipped in front of him and took him out. That would be bad. So you got to be careful. Way faster. Stevens takes his line away right there in the middle, but here coming out to the white flag. Man, pushing him. Is he going to do it? That's the question. Yep, he just drove right around him. Dallas puts it in victory lane. Out of turn 4 with a clinic, man, tonight. Winning it all. Heileman in 2nd. Stevens going to come home in 3rd. Actually, Stevens got to make one more lap around the track. But, man, what a clinic by that guy right there. Well, we'll bring up old Ben here. Ben, Joanne the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, I tell you what, wild race, kind of Richmond here, got strung out a little bit, kind of followed the leader here, but I mean, how was tire wear? How was the track doing?
Honestly, the track was fine. I felt like my truck was doing just fine. It was a little loose, but I think a lot of that's just down to this new aero package with these trucks now and the recent updates.
Yeah, I tell you what, well, you came home 3rd, looked strong tonight. You got anybody want to thank?
Just thank you to Dave for letting us race in this series, and thank you for the broadcast.
There you go, Ben Stevens, bring her home in 3rd. We'll give a few here and see if the other ones come up here. Pat and Heileman. They don't jump up here. Is that Heileman down there? Hang on, Matt. Where's Heileman? Bring Heileman up here. Heileman, join the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what, he's able to hang on to 2nd tonight. How was that truck feeling?
It wasn't feeling too bad. I I was a little friendly on the brake bias. Default 65, and I was running at 58 for the race. So it was good to trail brake, but you really, after a while, really couldn't carry the pace into a corner entry. But it was pretty quick on corner exit, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it looked a little loose out there. I mean, typical sometimes you get a little tight, but looked a little loose.
Yeah, especially with the brake bias didn't help because now when the number's that low, the truck's over rotating into the corner. I was prepared for the way the trucks were the last scan with this track because 58 worked really well, but lesson learned for me, I probably should have just stayed at 65.
I tell you what, look good. Got second tonight. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Yost. Of course, he's the team captain here with Yost Racing. Know my dad watched. It's always good to get a podium. I know he's entertained with that. On the truck, we got Holloman's Napa Auto Parts. That's a store ran by my cousin Tad, and ACR right on the side of the door. Autocore Recycling's ran by my buddy Brian Lefevre.
Well, there you go, man. I tell you what, man, coming on second. Good showing there, Blair.
Thank you. Hopefully this gets me one step closer to getting the title there at the end of the season. Got 3 more to go.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. Blair coming home in second. This guy, man, just a clinic. Dallas, join the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you what, you came out here, put a clinic on here at this track. I mean, how was that truck feeling?
I felt pretty good. I was a little concerned because I haven't really driven the new aero package very much, but I love Richmond. Anytime I have a chance to race Richmond, I'm going to come out and run it. I just love hooking that yellow line, and apparently no one else did, so that helped. But no, the truck felt pretty good. It was a little snug, but it had a lot of rear grip, so just making sure we hit the entry and then just mashing the throttle.
How was your tire wear here at this style track?
I would say it was pretty good. I mean, I think the first run, my worst tire was like probably 87%, which for a full run, even though we're on lower fuel, isn't too bad. Temps were a little out there, but overall, balance was pretty good. So no complaints there. Just really happy to see get these long green flag runs, get some live pit stops in. It's always nice to see that on some oval racing.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, a clinic put on out here for a show. You put in victory lane. You got anybody you want to thank?
I just want to shout out all the guys that put on this show. Everybody else that's in the league putting on a great event. Not a lot of leagues you can go green like this. So while there might have been a good margin, I would have had just as much fun, whether I was first place, fifth place, or last, albeit without some damage, hopefully. So it was a lot of fun. Shout out to all the organizers. I hope to run some more of these.
Well, there you go, Dallas bringing her home, victory lane, and a clinic-style race, man, I tell you. But it was a good one at Richmond. Had a lot of good, clean racing. I like that here tonight. Spartan Sim Racing League. Check them out. And check out the Spartan Sim Racing graphics along with the admin box. For myself and everyone, have a good night.